Hey everyone, Josie here at Kern Laser Systems. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am so excited to start this fun new series that will be taking place over the next few months. We will be laser cutting the 50 states out of different materials and assembling the US map. First up, we'll be cutting the states that start with the letter A. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, and Arkansas are the states we will be starting with to kick off the series. The materials we will be using today are 1/2-inch foam and 1/4-inch acrylic, and we will be processing these materials on our 150-watt OptiFlex laser. We are going to start with our colored acrylic. There are many different ways that you can cut acrylic, and it all depends on what you need for a final product for quality. Our parts are going to be glued down onto a board up against each other, so you're not going to see the sides or the back of the material. Because of this, we're going to cut for speed, have the material directly on the bed, and we're going to leave the paper on the back side. For your project, if your edges or both sides of the acrylic are going to be viewable, you may require a flame polished edge quality. If so, you will want a different setup. For a flame polished edge, the cutting speed is a little slower. This allows the laser to properly melt the acrylic, and as it cools, the acrylic hardens and results in a very smooth edge quality. You will also want to raise the acrylic off the bed using rubber spacers. Elevating the acrylic will help eliminate tick marks on the back side of the material. These tricks will help you produce a clean, flame-polished edge. Today, we will be cutting for speed, so let's optimize our settings. We started by importing an image of the USA. Then we traced each individual state to create each cutting path. I am going to select the first state and use the Selection Only PDF export feature. This will export only the state that I have selected into KCAM. The first state we will cut is Alabama out of the 1/4-inch red acrylic. Again, select Alabama and click the S on the toolbar to export only the current selection. For a speed cut, we will set our cut speed to 1 inch per second at 75% power. If we wanted the result of a flame polished cut, we would slow the speed down to about 0.3 inches per second. Since we don't need that quality of edge for our project, we will be cutting much faster. For our assist pressure, we are going to set it to 20 psi and our frequency to 10,000. Our settings are optimized. To focus our beam, we will lower the cutting head to our acrylic spacer. Now we are ready to cut this acrylic. Same 1/4-inch acrylic as the red one, we don't have to change any settings. I will send Alaska over to KCAM and we will be ready to cut the blue acrylic. Arkansas. For these states, we will be using the blue and the black 1/2-inch foam. Now for foam, we have different settings than the acrylic, so let's go change those. All right, so we will send Arizona over to KCAM. For the 150-watt laser, we will be cutting at about 2.5 inches per second with 100% laser power. We are going to bump up the air pressure to about 75 psi. When it comes to edge quality, the air setting is typically not as critical on foam, so we will be using a bit more air to ensure lingering fumes or smoke do not enter the beam path. For foam over 1/4 inch, we use the 5-inch lens assembly. Currently, we are using the 2.5 inch focal length. The longer focal length allows for a straighter cut. Now we will switch to the black foam and cut out Arkansas. I have already sent Arkansas over to K-Cam, and we won't need to switch any settings, so I will focus the cutting head and we will start the cut. Arizona and Arkansas are done. Next up in the 50 States series, we have the states that start with C: California, Colorado, and Connecticut. Comment down below what you think we should use for materials for the seeds. All right, and that's all we have for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all things Kern Lasers, and we'll see you soon.